Good morning, His Church, and welcome to Devotions. So at the beginning of this year, I made quite a big mistake, and that mistake was putting all of the school holidays in pen in my calendar. And as you can tell, that has been wiped away for us for this year. So I have this calendar that was actually gifted to me, so it wasn't a purchase necessarily, but I filled it out with such confidence. I filled out all of the school holidays, I made all of my plans, and I wrote it all down with these lovely pens, lovely brightly colored pens. And as the world would have it, all of those plans came to nothing, because every single thing that I'd written in pen in this book has kind of not really happened. So we've had school holidays that haven't happened, we've had birthdays that we've had to celebrate alone, we've had Mother's Days where we haven't been able to celebrate people that our mothers and our fathers that we love and want to be around them. And I've really just felt so challenged, because I always feel like if I don't pull a lesson out of an experience, then it almost wasn't worth having it. So my lesson that I've pulled out of this experience is this. I bought myself this, and it is not a Bible. It is a diary. And this diary has one thing written in pen, and that is my name. I didn't even put my surname in pen because that's changed over the course of my life. And it's an undated diary. And everything that's in this diary is written in pencil. And I feel so liberated having all of my plans in pencil now, because if they change, I actually feel okay about it. And I also bought myself some really lovely pencils because we shouldn't have to give up our nice pens just because things change. So I have these beautiful pencils. And when I looked more closely at my pencils and my pens during my little moment of discovery, my pens are entirely man-made. Everything about this pen is made by man. The plastic, the ink, the little bit of nib on the end there, everything about this pen screams man. And everything about this pencil is actually from the earth. Everything, it's wood, it's lead, it comes directly from things that God has made. And that really just hit home for me, in that my scripture for today is actually man plans his ways, but God directs his steps. And as I've started embracing my writing in pencil life, it's really done something great for my brain, where I felt like we just have got to learn to pivot all the time. We're just like, oh wow, this is happening. There's no school today. Okay, we head in this direction. And my pencil life has brought me so much freedom. It's reduced expectations on things, and it really has brought me to a place where I'm okay with God changing my plans. I like to have things planned out, and I like to know in advance what's going to happen and what's not going to happen. And when those things get shaken, I do feel rattled. But writing in pencil has brought such freedom to me, because at the end of the day, God directs my steps. It is in the heart of man to plan his ways, but God directs our steps. And I think that's something that I've really been embracing this year. And although this year has been a year of hardship, definitely, it's been a year of significant growth for most of us. And I think this has been one of my biggest growth spurts, is learning that I can put all the plans that I like in pen, in my diary, and I can place so many expectations on all of those things. But at the end of the day, it is God who directs our steps. It's not wrong to plan. In fact, it's a good thing to plan. But it's not a good thing to get stuck in a zone where we are unable to yield to actually what the will of God is for our life. So can I just encourage you today that as change comes at us from every side, that you would just embrace change, and you would embrace the goodness of God, and know that none of this has taken him by surprise, and he knows what we need, and sometimes, most times, is not what we think we need. So embrace the changes, embrace the upheaval, and just embrace what God has for you in this season. Do not let this season be a wasted season. It does not have to be that. We know that God is walking with us, and the economy that we subscribe to is a different economy than what the world subscribes to. Our kids have had, now suddenly at school, they need to take their school supplies in a box, and they have to wear masks. And now, the other day, they now have to take their own placemat to school. And now I just think to myself, do you know what? If you want a box, here's the box. If you want a placemat, here's the placemat. And the adaptability that we're having to kind of become is significant, and it's not easy. But my encouragement to you is just embrace that, because God still knows. It's in the heart of man to plan his ways, but let God direct your steps. Thank you so much. Have a good day.